What's up, guys? It's your boy, back at you with another video. Just gouged my leg on the corner of this box, man. What's up, guys? It's your boy, back at you with another video. For those who are unaware what this channel is, this is basically man's attempted escape plan using reselling on eBay as a way to just regain fucking, like, some sort of freedom. Because it's funny, really, like, this journey we're all on to get money is just so we can someday relax. So it's not like I'm chasing to be rich. I am trying to be rich, but I'm chasing more time, more freedom. And I'm hoping, it's funny enough, you'd think building a massive eBay business doesn't mean like more time, but for some reason we've all convinced ourselves that having large businesses means more time. But anyway, without going off on a spin-off, basically, guys, I've got something on my face. No, my intentions is to keep reselling on eBay and basically free myself from the matrix. You get me? That was a long-winded one, wasn't it? So, guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the room's starting to grow, like the stock's growing. For those of you who caught the last video, it was a bit of a depressing one because basically I made no money in last month. It was like my first month again. This ain't my first time doing eBay. I've been doing eBay for a while, but I keep saying this in my videos. This is like plan F.2 or something like that, literally. So I've been reevaluating. I know my hair's a mess, guys, and I look like a crack fizzle. You get me? It's been a busy day today. It's Sunday. I got up, went to the car boot today and yesterday. My son had football today, so it's been a bit of a mad one. I've just been hustling. I've got my little chart over here where I'm listing and keeping track of things. I should be posting more, but I'm busy. I'll be honest, I'm busy, and like it's funny enough. Sometimes I can't be asked. I'll be honest with you. If I can't be asked to cut one's hair after going to work and giving them all my energy and the last bit of energy to doing eBay, and then the last little bit of energy after that goes to my family, and then there's nothing left to do YouTube sometimes. But I thought I'd force myself today before going to bed and just post this video. You get me? Is there anything I can do about this hair? Because this is somewhat unacceptable. You get me? Anyway, guys, so I had to reevaluate. I can't walk around like this either. I had to reevaluate basically after last month because it weren't good. I basically made like £900, and after all my expenditure, basically, let's just call it overspending, I had nothing left. And this month I've learned. Funnily enough, it's like most of the way through the month now, and like it's only just started to like my sales have only just started to kick in. Like the overspending from last month floated into the beginning of this month, being the first 2 weeks. And like now I can finally say I've got my spending under control for the last week. Money's accumulated a little bit in the account, because that's basically, I watched this podcast and they were saying how if they was to give like a beginner advice, it would be to only get the good stock and not give a shit about numbers. It's about flipping money. So you want to get one or two good things, flip it, get the money, keep the money, get another couple things, flip it, get the money. So you want your account to look like, God, this hair, man. You want your account to look something like 100 sales, 100 sales and 20 listed, or like 100 listed and like 500 sales. I'm looking for a hat right now, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this hat on. You know what I mean? Something. You know what I mean? This hat's for sale. Actually, I can't get it on my head. I hate these like my hair's too big. Is the hat too tight? Hang on. This looking like a goddamn sponsored skateboard rally driver or something. Anyway, guys, so basically I've just been reevaluating it, and I was like, I don't want all the money, I don't want all the stock, and it's month one. I kind of wanted all the stock last month, so it makes sense why I didn't have any money, because I wanted the stock. I had no stock last month, and it was kind of basically grabbing stock last month. And now I haven't got loads of stock, but I've got stock. And when I say stock, I've probably got at least kind of £1,500 worth of half decent stuff just lingering in. Like, if everything sold today, I'd have a couple G's, you know, one of them. Like, and it's not a lot of money, but it's a lot to me. Like, this is early days, you know. I know how eBay works. I know what things are eventually going to sell. You know, so I know what's going on in my store. I know there's money just there, waiting to come in now. I've put all my money into it, and now it's waiting to come back again. It's like waves. You sink your money, take a gamble, and then hopefully, if you've took the right gambles, the tsunami comes 3 weeks after. You get me? So that's what I'm hoping. And basically, this month, guys, I've literally said to myself, 5 listings is too much. And 5 listings ain't a lot if you're doing 5 crap listings. But if I want 5 hi-fi stereos, maybe a hi-fi stereo, VHS player, a TV, all these things are expensive to purchase. A VHS player I can get for a couple of quid. Hi-fi stereo I can get between 5 and 20 quid. A TV I can get between 10 and 15 pounds. So if I want to be hitting 5 listings a day of the stuff I want to be selling, it's going to be rather expensive, you know. Like, it won't be mad expensive because my cost is cheap, but all the really cheap stuff I'm getting for 50p and that isn't the stuff I want to be listing, really. I just want to get better stock, have more money. So I'm thinking more electricals. I still want to pick up the vintage stuff. It's not worth as much, but I feel like the vintage stuff is something I need to get, and like just have it sat there, get the good vintage stuff, and just don't put premium on it, but just sit on it. You get me? 'Cause it's only going to go up in value, some of the stuff. Like, I'm starting to gather up some stuff now, guys. Like, I got 1995 Star Wars posters, some Star Wars like popcorn tins of vintage Star Wars lunchbox. And that's just some of it. I've got like a lot of vintage stuff I'm gathering up. Some of it's not even listed. Some of it I'm collecting for myself. And the stuff that isn't for me. Like, a lot of the Star Wars, all the Star Wars stuff ain't for me. I don't like Star Wars. So anything Star Wars that's vintage is listed. It's listed on market, but I'm not like trying to undercut the market and get rid of it quick because it's vintage. You know what I mean? I just sit on that stuff and I'm getting it cheap. Like, the lunchbox costs 50p. I've got that listed for like $23.99. It's got 2 watches already. Just chilling on the vintage stuff. But the electrical stuff is where I really want to focus. Not just electricals, but just these good sales. Like, I say electricals because that's what brings me like the healthy monies whenever I look and I'm like, oh, that one could make a difference. It's an electrical. So let's just say I need more electrical sales. I've had a good one today, guys. Yo, today I sold that hi-fi stereo, guys. I don't know if this was in my last video. I think it was. I basically picked up a hi-fi for 25 quid. It's like complete. I said in the video, I think this was in the video, I said in the video I listed it for £800, which I did. And I dropped it to like 600, 500, 400. This is all over like a week. This week I've just dropped the price mad. I realised I didn't necessarily overprice it, because there is solds at that. But I think I overpriced it for this type of one. The ones that are selling high like that, they're metal and they're hi-fi separates. Mine's like an all-in-one. So I basically found some rationale in my head to bring the price way down. Came down from like 800 to 250 in the end. Came down from that like £10 each day over like the last week. Ended up at 16999. So 170 quid. Someone sent me an offer at 130 and I took it today because that's the highest sale I've had in a while, and it's convinced me that these hi-fis is where it's at. People just walk past them, you know, and it's because they don't know how to test them and shit. I know how to test them, and it's not like I'm now basically a hi-fi specialist, but in the beginning, like, I just bought them and I was selling them as parts and that, and I realised there was money in these, and then I just started testing them, tested the cassettes, tested the CDs, started changing plugs, figured out like all the different wires, and I've got like a little crate over here with all the old stereo wires. If you can just test them, you don't even have to fix them. At most, replace the plug. You get me? And I sold one the other week without the plug, still for like 30 or 40, maybe even 45 quid. So I know it's daunting, but you can get them cheap. Like man might come out talking about, oh, it's £10 for that, and then you'll be like, does it work? And they're like, oh, I'm not sure. And then you say, because it's not working, then like, would you do it for cheaper? Would you do it for fiver? And they'll probably say yeah, because no one wants to buy them. Trust me. The right buyer will buy the hi-fi stereos. The only people who are buying hi-fi stereos are either a reseller or someone who is looking specifically for a hi-fi stereo. But no one goes to the boot sale specifically looking for that unless they're a reseller. So you have to think of it with your brain. Yeah, you get me? No one else is going to buy the stereo unless they sell it to you. You get me? Unless there's another reseller around. Or sometimes there's just fucking hoarders. There's a lot of hoarders at the boot sale fucking lingering, and they'll overhear what you're saying. They'll come in and take it just to be a fucking motherfucker. You get me? Like, there's cultures of people out here who just buy without selling. Like, you know, they can't walk past the bargain. Like, you see families that this motherfucker just buying up all the shit and they don't even resell. So my eyebrows fucking stuck up. You get me? So, but basically, that can happen. So there is a bit of, like, that happened to me the other week, guys. Talking from experience. Basically, I saw hi-fi. Like, I can't remember when it was, over like the last 7 days after I got that one. So I'm out, since I got that one complete, I've been on the hunt again for hi-fis. I saw one. I saw it, like, quickly, like, looked it over. Was stood there still looking it over. I've stood up at the thing to, like, ask the guy how much, but he's distracted. Some stray Romanian brother just come in from, like, over there. You get me? And then asked the guy how much is that and pointed at the hi-fi at my feet. You get me? And he hasn't even looked at it or nothing. And the guy's like, oh, £10. And he's like, okay, I think I want it. And I just fucked off. I just fucked off in a rage, you know, because I was like, either I'm going to fight, you get me, or I'm just going to walk down this strip and bite out all the other good stuff. Because it's not that, I could have just said to the guy, yo, like, I was literally, I'm buying this now, I'm just being polite and it waiting to ask the man. And usually I do stuff like that, but sometimes, guys, I have this mindset, and the only way I can describe it is, you know, when I go to and this is funny, I go to McDonald's and there's a mad queue. I ain't queuing in that queue. Fuck that, I'll just go. Like, it's quicker for me to turn around and go and buy out the place and leave you with nothing and battle with pricks, because I've literally nearly had about 3 or 4 fights at these boot sales, like on some dickhead thing over trainers and that. Because people are bare rude, and I'm bare polite. And like, every car boot, some mad thing happens. But anyway, guys, that happened, and I just had to leave. You know, I was like, you know, when you storm off, like I was stormed off like a fucking toddler, mate. I was like, I literally stomping. That was like, I don't know. Yeah, I remember I circled back and I was like, I'm gonna have a look and see if he actually got it, and he took it. You know, the fucking prick took it. He saw me looking at it. Because people do that, and like, I could go on a rant about this, but I try not to show too much of my angry self in these videos. But like, you'll be looking at stuff and people will overhear like your conversation, or I go to the same boot sales like sometimes 4 times a week. You get me? So they know me there, and I know some people know that I buy stuff, so they probably see me like crouch down and look at stuff. And then they swoop in. I had one guy like lean over me the other day. I had something in my hand. I was talking to the seller about it. My man had the cheek to ask the seller how much for it while it's in my hand. Yeah, me, mother. Anyway, it was like a dancing Disney bear, like some Disneyland Paris thing. They're quite expensive actually. I think they're about 25 to 35 quid you can get for them. Like a vintage-ish one. I was gonna buy it, and like she was saying like $3.50 or £3 or something, and I was like, would you do it for 2? She was like, nah, I need 3, and I just got there, so I was like, fuck it. It will probably sell, but I don't really fuck with like stupid little Disney toys and that like that, because they don't really get me much. I could probably sell it, but fuck it. She won't do it for £2. I'll just go find a VHS down here for £2 anyway. So I was thinking like that, and I was thinking I'll swoop back, get me. But my man's asked how much it was before I even offered the £2. Yeah, I mean, he's still around there. He's a hoarder. I can tell a hoarder when I see a hoarder. He was about 45 years old. Like, 45 years old Middle Eastern brother. Get me? You ain't reselling shit. Your grandkids don't want this. Like, where are you putting it? Because I know people like that who's fucking hoard shit. Just fucking take it to their house, put it in their room, talking about it. They'll give it to someone one day. Hey, no one's taking that. I'm not saying that, but it could have been like a big time reseller. But I know a fucking reseller when I see a fucking reseller. You get me? I know a hoarder when I see a hoarder. So I've had a few hoarders swoop in on my snipes. You get me? But you just learn to deal with it, guys. Like, it is annoying, but. Anyway, I've gone off topic. The point I was making is I'm trying to buy better and trying to buy less. I don't know how we ended up here. So this month, I'm forgetting about those 5 listings a day because 5 listings a day is out of my reach. I was thinking there's this guy called Tech and Sports he's like the man in this shit. And I was thinking if I was talking to him, what would he say to me? I'll say, I made all this money in my eyes. It's a lot of money to me. To him, it's like change, but to me it's like life-changing money I'm making, but I can't seem to keep a hold of it. He would look at me and say, you're spending too much. What's your numbers? You made £1,000, so you've got cash flow. Where is it? I've spent it. There's your answer. Stop spending the money, allow it to come in, keep it, and spend as little as possible. That's what you do. You get me? I think that's what he'd say to me. And then he'd start talking about you need to get a bit of consistency, and I think I have consistency. I think the consistency is what's killing me actually, because I've set my goals higher than they should need to be. Really, I can get rich with little numbers. I think sometimes, me included, as a reseller, we get confused with a lot is more. It's not necessarily. If you can make £1,000 and keep £1,000, that's better than making 10 grand and keeping £1,000. You know what I mean? Like, both the same amount of money, just one person made more to get the same. You know what I mean? Don't work easier, not harder. But basically, guys, that's all I wanted to do for today's video. A rant / explanation of how I'm going to fix this. So I'm going to fix this by fully pulling back and keeping all the money. So, for example, I've got like probably just over £200 about to be in my eBay account this week. Hopefully I'll be at like 500 at the end of the week. Whereas last week, like I said, I kept nothing. I made £1,000, kept nothing. This month I'm determined to keep as much as possible. I don't care about the stock right now. I've got stock. If I got no more stock for the next 30 days and sold everything in here, I'll be chilling. I'll literally be chilling. I can start again with nothing. So I'm trying to think of it like that. Let me know what you guys think. Should I be pushing for 5 listings a day, or should I just ramp back and just keep the money? You get me? At the end of this month, guys, we're going to do another one of those update videos, basically reviewing our success. And like, it'll only be a few days, 11 days or so, and you guys will see if pulling back has worked. I think it's going to work. If pulling back works, I feel like, it's weird to say this because I'm always talking in the future, but I feel like I'm on the cusp of like success. I've been there for like many years, and not like quite literally. Like, I mean like a mindset thing. Like, I know what to do. I'm good at it. Just fucking do it. You get me? And I've had this in the past. Like, I used to do gaming videos. I was good at it. I just never did it. You get me? I've been good at a lot of things. You get me? I've always got to like a point and then I self-sabotage. I'm not doing it anymore. I've got to this point now. I can't self-sabotage. And if I don't self-sabotage, if I just keep going, I am on the cusp of success. You get me? Like, I've got a business which brings in enough. And that's important. Because the businesses out there which don't even make money. The amount of businesses that open up on this high street near me, been probably 40 businesses in the few years I've lived here, and they all follow the same model. Open up 3 months later, gone. You get me? Life savings, bank account empty, made no money, fucking ruined everything for the next 6 years. Bare people be doing that. This is technically, in hindsight, my actual first business. I've had several other pretend businesses, but they've been real businesses. But I've always been the type of person, I will just fucking make something up. They've never been real businesses, just like, oh, idea, now I've got this business, logo, Bob's your uncle, and now I'm calling it a business. I've always done that. I've always had something. So they've not really been real businesses. This one's a real business, it's a real thing, makes real money. I'm actually registered as a business owner, and which means I get bare mail talking business bullshit, bare junk. That's basically what I signed up for when I started a business. Is I signed up for a fucking junk mail hotline. You get me? So that's one thing. And also, what's cool is I can give man's references and that. You get me? If you want a reference, come shout, man. Quick 150. I'll hook you up with. I'm playing. But basically, I'll probably go to prison for that shit. But yeah, so this one's real. So I can't squander this. This is cool. We've got like a little thing going on here. It'd be nice to see it out, you get me, or at least see it to as far as it can go. And judging off what some other people have done with this, it's basically unstoppable once you get going. So I'm excited, you get me. But other than that, guys, I appreciate everyone who's rolled through. If you stuck through the videos, 22 minutes nearly. Jesus, let me know if you've made it this far. A few people let me know that they made it to the end and over the last few videos. It's cool to see that some people have made it to the end. You get me? And it's like mad. Who the fuck is gonna... I guess it's funny because like some people say, and I really don't believe in this, I know this because my personal experience. Some people say, like YouTubers will be like, oh, not everyone can make it on YouTube. I say bullshit to that. Anyone can make it on YouTube. Like, and I know like I've not made it on YouTube, like whatever. But I know I can get like a subscriber. Like I've had like loads of little YouTube channels, and you can get like 12 subscribers here if you just have some personality and just do a thing. You just need a thing. My thing now is eBay, so people are subscribing to me slowly because I have a thing. You get me? And like, the only way you can fail in life is if you don't have a thing. If you have a YouTube channel and you don't have a thing, you have zero talents, you're not funny, you don't have a specific niche, you're just on camera fucking talking shit, different types of shit every day, you will never be successful because you ain't got a thing. You at least need a thing. If you're a fat fuck, then talk about being a fat fuck. Yeah, man. If you're into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If you're a reseller, talk about reselling. If you play games, do a gaming channel. Just have a thing and you'll be blessed in life in general, I think. So, if I can get 12 subscribers, whatever number of subscribers I've got over the last few weeks, you get me? Anyone can do it, you get me? I just, like, I don't know how, just another tangent, you get me? But... like, I think that's some bullshit that people talk about because it's one of them. I'm drinking some Aldi's Coke right now, guys. I don't suggest this shit. Probably some poison in a can. But like, you know, sometimes you're just craving it. But anyway, guys, that's my little motivational speech, you get me? Start the shit, man. Just start a YouTube channel. Start reselling, you get me? Do all the shit that you need to do, want to do. Don't hesitate. Do it. Don't talk about it. Do it. Not tomorrow. Right now. I literally mean if you want to do some shit, stop what you're doing immediately. Right now, if you're watching this video, press stop and go and start reselling immediately. Make an eBay account. Whatever you want to do. Make a YouTube channel. Fucking start dropshipping. I don't give a fuck. Start immediately. That's my advice. Other than that, guys, I'm out of this mother. You get me? Because it's getting late. I need to have a shower and shit. I got work at 6 in the morning. Fuck. Sunday today, which means I've got 5 days of this shit. But then the week after that, I'm off for a week. Which ain't good because it means no money the week after that on payday. But I've saved up all my holiday to like try and cover this little week with no work, so we'll see. But other than that, guys, I appreciate everyone. I know I've like done this outro like 10 times. I hope everyone like just strives and we all get it together, you get me? Because when I get it, I'm bringing up Bear Man with me, you get me? I'm doing this shit alone. Like, you know what I mean? We have a little fucking squadron of fucking just people, you get me? Friends, you know what I mean? So I'm excited for that. So if you're out here on the same journey, just hit me up, man. Don't mention the half moon haircut, you know what I mean, or hairline. Kind of fucked up, you get me? It's like some doll's hair. So if you're out here on the same journey, hit me up in the comments, you know what I mean? Do some collabs, we'll just go out and source together. Or just let me know how the thing's going, man. Even if man lives the other side of the planet, it don't matter. But I'll see you in the next one. When we out. Oh, my arm's tired from holding the camera, man.